In today's world, we need to be prepared to protect ourselves and our loved ones. In Guns and Ammo's new personal defense video series, we're going to highlight tools, tactics, and techniques to help keep you and your family safe. For home defense, one of the most important tools you can have is a light. And there's different lights. We'll talk about the pros and cons of a handheld versus a pistol-mounted light. But you need to be able to illuminate. It's your moral and legal obligation to ensure you're facing a deadly threat before you pull the trigger on your pistol. So I have here a Car X9 pistol with an Inforce Wild 1 light. And this light is good for a home defense or tactical application because I can get to it easily here just by moving my thumb down. Now I can press it on and release and I have constant on, and I can hit that on either side. Or if I want momentary, which is probably what you're going to want, you just hold it down and then when you release, it automatically shuts off. But you need to be able to control the duration of light. The advantage of a pistol mounted light is that I can shoot with two hands on the pistol just like this. I illuminate, maybe I give a verbal command, drop the knife, whatever the case is, and get my hits just like that. In this case, he's holding a pistol. I was able to see that with the light, but a light is very important. And again, weapon-mounted light enables you to have two hands on the gun, which helps you better control recoil if you need to fire more than one round, which is very likely. Now I'm going to cover 4 different handheld flashlight techniques. 2 will be with the flashlight out, and 2 will be with the flashlight close to the gun. So the first one we have here is a very common one, and it's called the Harry's technique. So I have two hands sort of close to the gun, and I have a little bit of potential recoil control in that I have this hand pushing this way, just like this, so I can illuminate and get my hit just like that. So that works pretty well. That's something I used a lot as a police officer. Now another technique is called the syringe technique, where you use the heel of your hand here to activate the light, just like this, and get your hit that way. Then there's some hands apart techniques, and that enables you to illuminate independent of the muzzle, which is sometimes a very beneficial thing. So the FBI method, I'm going to extend my arm out this way, illuminate, and now I'm relegated to shooting one-handed. But with practice, especially in relatively close quarters, that works quite well. Sometimes this can be fatiguing or hard to move with, so you have another technique which is called the neck index or the cheek index, and I could illuminate just like this and my hit on target. The reason it's important to have several different techniques is a situation that you may encounter like this. Let's say I'm using the Harry's technique around this corner as a right-handed shooter. It's going to be problematic because now I can see the bad guy, I could fire, but I can't illuminate, and that illumination is actually hitting off the wall and lighting me to the adversary. So in this technique, I may use something like the syringe method that I demonstrated, where I'm exposed less around this corner. So it's important to have a flashlight in a home defense scenario so that you can be sure that you're facing a deadly threat before you press the trigger. If you found this information beneficial, be sure and check out the other videos in our Guns and Ammo Personal Defense series.